I feel like my testimony started off like I lived in a house full of Christian family. I mean, Christian siblings, Christian parents, and I was raised to, I don't know, just read my Bible every day, go to church, and it just felt like a routine. I was just taught the Bible, and I was taught about God and taught about Jesus, and I went to kids' church, and I just grew up with that for years and years and years. And I kept going in my faith, but I wasn't pursuing a relationship one-on-one with God. I was kind of just living it out and not thinking about like my own personal journey. And then around middle school, I started feeling a call from God to make my faith my own and start that personal relationship, set apart from my family, set apart from the church, and just make it my own, where I could depend on God. So around middle school is where I really realized that I needed to make God a priority in my life and make him number one. So I gave up my life to Jesus, and that was it. And then I feel like I got pretty lukewarm, and I started to fall into different sins, and I stopped pursuing God on my own, and I just was going to church and checking off the boxes again. I had this one moment where I was just done fighting sin, and I was just really hating myself and where I was at in life. It was just like a really low point, and it just kind of hit rock bottom where I was just like, I can't live with myself, and like I don't want me. And that's when I realized that there was a God who wanted me. And it was like that moment of surrender where I just gave up all my worries and I gave up all my problems, that all those problems went away. The temptation didn't stop, but the desire to not do it increased. Like I valued what God wanted me to do more than I valued the things that I wanted to do. And all the depression, the anxiety, and the self-hate that I was feeling, it went away, and I found worth in myself and purpose in what I was doing. And that's when I started serving in kids' church more, and I started playing guitar for the worship band at Ignite, and I really started enjoying my faith and enjoying my life so much more. And it's like I had this freedom and like this joy about me, and I think Ignite has helped me grow a lot. I have fellowship, and there's that community there, and then there's the sermons, but there's also the fun part and those relationships with your friends, you meet new people. They've helped me a lot, and I've had those spaces where I felt comfortable to talk about the things I'm struggling with in order to grow. And you know, I get to share what I've gone through, and like it's funny because I'm a pastor's kid, so it's like everyone thinks that you just like were born a Christian and stayed that way, but like I've still gone through a lot of the same stuff that non-Christians go through. I've still dealt with depression, anxiety, and different things like that, and temptation just like any other person. And so I've been able to use that reality to help others, but also like break through myself. I have my slip-ups, I have my mistakes, and I have my moments where I feel lukewarm, but I still try to pursue God in everything I do and try to keep him number one. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.